Well, on the cover it says that it's a modern day story of Joseph, so that'll be interesting. Joseph, that was a pretty crazy story, so we'll see what's in store. And also, gray is pretty popular at the time right now, that term, and it better not be for that reason.
Seasons that are gray. Like all the seasons, instead of winter, spring, summer, and fall, instead of them all having like winter is white, you think of spring is green, like summer is like red because it's hot, and then fall's a bunch of different autumny colors. I think all of the seasons will be gray.
Well, I can tell you what I hope it's not about, but I don't know. I would have to be like, maybe it's a metaphor for a season of not knowing, or bad time, like there's a storm on the horizon or something. Season of gray, maybe it has to do with fishers, fishermen and that. I'm not sure.
I think it's probably going to be about somebody going through some trouble. It says modern day story of Joseph, so that's what I'm going for. Probably that. Somebody's going to be going through some problems. Stuff like that.
It was more towards the story of Joseph. It was more a more modernized version.
This movie was about a guy named Mr. Gray, who was by all means favored by his father coming up, and his brothers were very jealous. And they finally reached their limit, especially the ringleader, and they tried to take him out, and they almost succeeded, but they sent him on his way beat up and bruised and tattered, and then he has to start his life all over again. And again, God blesses him with his best friend and his new job. And then again, things come crashing down, and the poor guy ends up in prison. And this story is full of highs and lows. Seasons of Gray truly is a modern adaptation of the biblical story of Joseph, and a well done one at that.
This movie was about a modern day story of Joseph, and I have to admit, given that you can't really reproduce that story in modern time with all the exact same elements, I believe this movie really held close to how it could happen in today's world. So this movie was about a cattle ranching family who has some internal troubles. Specifically, the Joseph of the story had to go through some troubles with his family, and didn't really know God at the time, or wasn't as close with him at the time, but through some trials and tribulations, he came closer to him. And that is something that we can all relate to, really, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, surprisingly, the movie was about the story of Joseph in the modern day. And I think they did a very good job of trying to master most of the dynamics of it. I think they captured it actually quite well, even though, Joseph, I won't go into the story, but Joseph, that's a hard story to replicate in today's time. But what they did and how they did it, I think the story did a good job of making the story of forgiveness to come to the forefront. And to know that, a lot of times we go through tragedies, and those tragedies make us better people. And the story of Joseph, we know, story of tragedies, and he's I don't think there's a human on earth that doesn't have tragedies, and this film does touch your heart. I think they did a very good job with it. It was a nice reunion at the end, but it's still a somber story. Tells us how evil we can be, but how good will definitely conquer evil in the end.
Oh, well, I absolutely would love to watch it again. Matter of fact, I think I might buy this DVD because this thing is fantastic. Oh, this guy right here, what's his name? Andrew Chaney. Fantastic. Dude, going places. All the actors and actresses in here, especially, Meg Wilson and Akron Watson. I might have gotten those names mixed up. I don't know. But that's okay. They all did great. The cinematography was good, as far as I could notice. But man, oh yeah, I would watch it again for sure.
Yes, I would definitely want to see this movie again. I think it was a great movie. Well done. And a great adaptation of an already awesome story about how God has always got your back.
I would watch it again. I'd probably watch it several times because it's just a way to break down the story, make it fresh, make God real in my life. I'm from a family of large brothers. I got 6 brothers, and the story of Joseph means a lot to me. I had some seasons of economic downturn, and my brothers didn't come to my aid, but they don't know that I need to forgive them for that, and I already did, and I love them anyway. Their actions did change my actions towards them.
Sure, why not? It's a nice movie, and I enjoyed it.
I would recommend it to others. I would hope that they would use it more than just entertainment. Like a group setting or something, it would be a great event. Whether you're a young person or you're old, this story is transitional, and it would really open up some dialogue. Probably open up some process to recoveries for some people. Maybe help some people to a path of forgiveness. But I would definitely recommend this movie because I think they did a very good job at it.
Yes, especially if they're Christian, because it's about Christ. It's the story of Joseph.
Yes, I would recommend it to not only my family and friends, but to everyone. There is something in this story for everyone, in this movie for everyone. I think that we've all, been through trials and tribulations and ups and downs in our life, and this movie can help remind us that God is always with us. Whether we seem like we're riding high or swinging low, God is always with us, and He is going to help us. We just have to turn to Him and keep the faith.
I would definitely recommend people watch this movie, especially ones who were, have dealt with those internal struggles, and because when they watch this movie, they can see that they themselves have gone through this, or have gone through something similar, and can come out on top as long as they just trust in the Lord and have faith in Him. So, I recommend it because it could help people through hard times.
My name is Noah, and I give Seasons of Grey 2 thumbs up.
My name is Dorian, and I give this movie 2 thumbs up, and I would give them more if I had more thumbs.
My name is Bob, and I give this movie both my thumbs up, of course.
My name is Ty, and I give Seasons of Grey 2 thumbs up. Go out and get it. Wait, let me do that again. It's getting late. Okay.
It was towards the story of David. It was more modernized. Joseph.
They wouldn't use it as a. Sorry about that.
My name is Dorian, and I give this movie 2 thumbs up. Do that again.
It was about friendship and how you should be forgiving to other people no matter what they do to you, and it's good to not hold grudges, and if you do, like, try to work it out with other people.
This movie was about forgiveness and about promises too, because Laura and Junior, they had a promise. Junior promised that he would be at a certain place at a certain time, on time, because he's always late. And yeah, so it's about